first time I got out of detox, I went straight down to Kensington because I wanted to smoke.
I'm with this hooker in a hotel up in Northeast Philly, and we're just hanging out for the day. It's her and her two kids, so we would have two rooms. She has two small children. It's pure insanity, right? Just her and her two small children. We had two rooms, so we would stay in this room, and I would like babysit while she would go in the next room and turn trick, and she would come back.
Before y'all keep jumping on here in the comments calling us junkies, we don't give a f***, y'all. We don't give a f***. We still alive.
Substance abuse is real, and it's affecting the whole country right now. Today, we're going to look at a couple stories of people that had the misfortune of being addicted and see if they was able to turn their lives around. What It Look Like TV.
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did you miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians. We're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today, y'all, this is actually the third time I'm trying to bring y'all this video. I was attempting to take a walk through Kensington with y'all and show y'all the conditions, what these substances have done to the community and to the people in the community. But for some reason, whenever I try to get real with y'all about the, the DRS situation, for some reason, YouTube always clips it. So this video right here is just going to have all the testimonials from the people that's in the original video that's called Zombieland, and that's going to be a members only exclusive. But we're going to get right into some of the testimonials, and pretty much what it comes down to with any type of substance abuse, nobody plans on getting hooked. Nobody plans on that. Those type things just happen.
The first time I ever smoked, I literally thought I was going to send myself into psychosis. Never really an upper person, so like anything in that family just didn't speak to me. I would try, of course, but like it wasn't my thing, so I wouldn't go out of my way. And I was around this substance very often. I mean, 2 feet away from someone consistently packing the stem, and I never wanted to try. I don't know, but I have a chronic condition of making the wrong decisions, I have learned. And one day I was just like, once I realized I wouldn't have another physical addiction and withdrawal and, XYZ to deal with, I was kind of just like, F it, right? I'll try. Nothing could have prepared me for what that high is like. Now, I've done before, and I've always said it never really does anything to me. I was prescribed Adderall in high school, so maybe it's just because I genuinely have ADHD, so it does what it's supposed to do. Like, I could take an Adderall, and I even do, powder, and take a fucking nap. So, like, hard didn't really, like I said, it just didn't do it for me, because I felt like that's what it was going to be like, right? No. I'm talking ears ringing. All of a sudden, the music starts getting really loud and really fast. I'm like hyper aware of everything. I won't shut the fuck up. I'm like talking a mile a minute. I'm super happy, super confident. I'm feeling like a god, right? And so typically this doesn't last long at all. However, I didn't know that. And it's like 3 to 6 minutes at best, My first time, that was a very long 3 to 6 minutes. I started to panic because, oh no, how much longer is this going to last? Like I was thinking that I had to deal with this for hours to come because my ears, this is actually kind of annoying now. Oh my God, what if it gets stuck like this? Holy fuck, how do people with tinnitus live that way? That would drive me insane. My heart, I think I'm focusing on it a bit too much because I'm realizing that it's beating a little too fast, and I think my stomach hurts and I might throw up. I need to chill the fuck out. It really was a wild time, and it sounds like you could say I hated it, right? I continued to smoke pretty much every day after that, despite this awful experience.
Like I said, man, nobody plans on becoming a... But once that switch is flipped, a lot of people can't turn it off. And it becomes a 24-hour, 7-day week job for them to hustle and find some type of way to get some money so they can feed the beast.
I'm with this hooker in a hotel up in Northeast Philly, and we're just hanging out for the day. It's her and her 2 kids, so we would have 2 rooms. She has 2 small children. It's pure insanity, right? Just her and her 2 small children. We had 2 rooms, so we would stay in this room, and I would like babysit while she would go in the next room and turn tricks, and she would come back. Well, we had nothing going on for the day, and I had like a couple bags. At this point, I was in the so now I'm getting into speedballs, right? So I'm like, I'm going to go in the bathroom, shoot a speedball, and just have a good time. While I'm in the bathroom, I'm on like my second speedball, and I hear the cops banging on the door, and she lets them in the hotel room, and they're in there arguing, and they're asking where I'm at, and like, where's Dave? We know he's here. Where'd he go? And I'm like, I'm not flushing my drugs down the toilet. I'm doing them. So I'm shooting like back-to-back speedballs. Like, surprised it didn't just kill me. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm going to jail. So I text my mom, tell her what's going on. My mom's in another hotel room in Florida, down here in St. Pete, smoking crack. So she's like paranoid now too. Tell her like, I'm probably going to jail, blah, blah, blah. So she's scared to text me back because she doesn't know if I turn my ringer off. All right. So I'm looking at my phone. I got like maybe $200 in cash. I did all my drugs, and I got a condom, and I'm like, I'm not going to jail broke. So I take the phone and the money, put it in the condom, and I boof it. I'm like, it's coming to jail with me. F it. So I'm like hyping myself up. I'm like, I got to just go out there and face these cops. Like, I got to go to jail. Like, we've gone to jail before. F it. Like, you know, it's nothing new. We'll be fine. We'll figure it out. I finally opened the door up. They're all asleep. The TV's not even on. It was all in my head. Complete and utter induced psychosis. Right? Now, that's not the crazy part, right? This is where, like, real incomprehensible demoralization comes in for me, because I'm sitting there thinking, I got to pull my phone and my money out of my ass, right? And my first thought is like, I'm out of drugs. I got to go buy more drugs. Not like, hey, dummy, you're completely insane. It's no, I need more.
I'm a kid. I can find that shit anywhere. Check this out. I was in South Carolina on a sales conference, and I was very newly sober. I said, Kelly, no around this weekend, okay? No drinking, and obviously no smoking. You need this job. And what can I say? I didn't drink. First night I was there, the party starts. Everyone's in the hotel drinking. My switch goes on. I knew I was smoking that night. And I'm pretty devious when I want to get high, so I asked some of the locals, hey, do me a favor, tell me what areas of the city I should avoid, you know, so I don't get stabbed or robbed. They said, Kelly, whatever you do, stay away from Nickeltown. Obviously, I was in Nickeltown 30 minutes later. The taxi driver asked me, hey, do you have a gun for protection? 15 minutes after that, I had a piece and I had a pipe and I was high. Then shit got really insane. Once I take that first hit, I can't stop. So I found a couple of guys with a car. We went around from house to house for the next 36 hours. My cell phone's ringing off the hook because my boss is calling me, HR's calling me. They reported me missing. I always say I want that first hit of to get rid of anxiety, but that makes no sense because after about the second hour of doing this, my anxiety is through the roof and the psychosis sets in. Now I'm paranoid, but I'm running from nobody. I think everyone in the town is actually working for HR and they're trying to get me. My psychosis got so bad that I ended up on the rooftop of the hotel because I thought my boss was chasing me up there. I missed the entire conference and I spent about $2,000. Of course, I got fired. Not to mention a very awkward plane ride home next to my former boss, who was a very nice man, by the way. I'm 14 years clean today. Thank Christ, man. I don't have to do this anymore, and neither do you. Go to my profile and get the free 30-day sobriety program and follow the instructions. Stay clean for good.
If you do want to get clean or struggling with getting clean or staying clean, go follow my man Recovery with Kelly. He got a lot of positive content over there, and you probably like it, over on Instagram.
As you can imagine, when you're a homeless junkie crackhead, it's hard to hold down a job, and sometimes flying a sign just doesn't pay the bills. So you have to come up with creative ways on how to get money. Sometimes my boyfriend and I would go to Target. We'd find one or two items that were a little pricey but not too expensive, and we would steal them. We would then drive to another Target about 15 miles away and return the items for store credit. They couldn't give us cash because we didn't have receipts for the items because because we stole them. Then we'd drive back to where the first target was and go to a nearby cash for gold place. The guy who owned it really liked us because we had pretty much given him all our worldly possessions, so he would buy anything from us at this point, including gift cards or cards that just had stored credit on them. But of course he wouldn't give us the full amount that was on the card. He would usually take between 10 and 20%. On the drive from the second target to the cash for gold place, we would call our dealer to let him know we almost had money and we needed to meet him immediately because we'd usually be really dope sick. He would let us know he was on the way, and we wouldn't have to ask from where because he lived in the area, worked in the area, went to church in the area, had all of his friends in the area, so he couldn't be more than like 15 minutes away max. Since he was just 15 minutes away, it would only take 3 hours for him to meet us. Then we'd finally get our drugs, about $50 worth at that point. We would do them in about 5 minutes, and about 4 hours later, we would be dope sick again. So just remember this. If I woke up and didn't have any money, would I just say, well, I guess I'm not doing drugs today? No, I would always make it happen. So when things get tough, just remind yourself, if a homeless junkie crackhead can reach their goals, so can I.
She ain't lying, man. It was a lot of truth in that. And as you can see, she had a sense of humor about the whole thing. And that's why I was kind of, setting the tone earlier that it's not any need to, stick your nose up and look down on these people, because once they make it through and they get to the other side, do you see what they survived? Like, you sticking your nose up and looking down on them really doesn't matter. A lot of them are just happy to be alive.
Okay, so before I speak of the fun that I had, before y'all keep jumping on here in the comments calling us junkies, we don't give a y'all. We don't give a we still alive. We survived way more shit than just that. So y'all think y'all calling us junkies is hurting our feelings because we popped a couple beans here and there? We do not give a okay? We don't care. Okay? We don't give a fuck about your judgment and none of that shit. We have great kids who don't do none of the junkie shit we did, if you want to call us a junkie. But all we did was pop a bean, and we didn't graduate to the next phase, and we damn sure look the good. We damn sure don't look like what we did. So, with that being said, how many of y'all ever had the opportunity to hitch a ride to another state in a PJ? Okay? How many of y'all was up for 3 days, been to 3 different states, and still couldn't go to sleep? Not to mention, I never had so much free shit before in my life, or free shit go down. How many of y'all ended up in another state, 3 different states at that, and still was rolling boots? How many of y'all ended up with a nigga in your car riding to your fucking house, stranger, just jump in the car off the 8 o'clock in the morning, jump in the car with y'all, ride to your house, no sex had? Y'all just up talking, rolling, drinking, having a good old fucking time with a stranger, and y'all still friends to this day.
I'm not that person.
First time I got out of detox, I went straight down to Kensington because I wanted to smoke. I felt like I owed it to myself, right? I deserved it. I wanted to smoke. No big deal. Wasn't going to relapse on Fetty, so it was okay, right? So I went down there, and I'm with my boyfriend, and if you frequent a spot often in Kensington, you will kind of, make friendly with the guys who frequent out there. It's usually like the same people, so, faces become familiar, and for whatever f***ed up reason, these guys will, if you become close enough, they will they'll give you product to, like, stand out on the corner and, like, sell for them. Now, I don't know why they allow that, but they do. I guess, like, the mindset is, like, you're not supposed to leave their eyesight, right? Like, you're not going anywhere. And plus, like, who's gonna burn the plug? Like, you need them, right? That's what the mindset is. Well, here we are showing up. We just want to smoke crack, and we have it in our heads. We are never going to do Fetty again. We are not relapsing. We're just here to smoke, and it's A-okay. We're never going to see these guys again. So my boyfriend goes down there and ends up with a big bag. I couldn't think of the big old bag of to sell, to stand on the corner and bucks. And like, keep in mind, like, you're not really profiting off of this. Like, you're getting like 20 bucks, if that. Like, you're really doing this just to like get stuff to get high on, you know? Oh shit, I didn't mean to zoom in. So we're, you know, out there for a little while, and somehow like my boyfriend ends up like leaving their site, and we decide we want to leave. Like, we're done, we're bored, we want to leave. And so we go home with $200 worth of crack that was not paid for, and we smoked all of it in a 12-hour time span. Maybe 14 hours, no exaggeration. We did end up relapsing, so it was honestly really annoying, because then after that it was like, well, you know, my boyfriend was always the one who would go out and get it, but now he can't because this guy knows his face and he's always out there. So like, it would get so annoying because my boyfriend would go and do a lap, he would see him out there and come back to the car, and we'd have to like sit there and wait, and he'd be like, oh, he's out there. And eventually it got to the point where me, passenger princess, couldn't be passenger princess anymore, and I had to start getting out and going to get the shit, because like, we just robbed this guy and here we are trying to get shit from him. It was not a good idea. I do not recommend.
These addictions are expensive and they have to be funded. And this isn't just a Philadelphia problem. This is all across the country. No matter what drug combination that you into, these people need to pay for it. And majority of the time, it's some robbery or some thievery.
Now I don't have a place to live, right? Yeah. So then I really start hitting the Pepsi challenge hard. and so like, I'm like ×2 on the Pepsi challenge.
And
like,
what's the Pepsi challenge again?
Meth and Xanax, and then whatever else is around, you know?
Dude, how do you
so
do
you
it again?
smoke meth, and then you eat Xanax, and then you just see what happens. It's a poor man's time travel. We're car hopping, and one of the vehicles that we robbed or took stuff from had a checkbook in it. So I'm like, hey, let's go to the Walmart, and we'll all get flat screens, and we'll just fucking write a check, right?
Not one. We all will get flat screens.
Yeah, so it's me and my two hombres.
Oh yeah, just 3 TVs, guys. It's 3
Well,
TVs.
no,
How are you going to be paying for that check? Let me get 3 brand new televisions, and I will pay in the oldest mode possible. Actually,
Exactly. Dude, let me set the scene for this, too. It's 4 a.m.
Perfect.
That's when you wanted to buy the TVs?
Our Walmart's 24/7, and it's the biggest one in Arkansas, too. We got the rec. To also set the scene, my other buddy, also in the challenge, too, had a broke ankle at the time. So he's in a rascal. So we're using his rascal. We go, come on, you got the shopping cart built in. So we put 3 32-inch flat screens in his buggy. Yeah. And then I go, we might as well get a fucking PlayStation 3, and I'm going to get a new Xbox. So I got an Xbox. My buddy's got a PS3, and I go, I got the check, and I go, I'm in Walmart. I'm like, what do you think this ought to come out to? We'll go over. I was like, let's put $1,800 on it. So I'm like, yeah, that's probably enough. So we get to the counter, and we give the lady the check. She has already took all the locks off of everything. So everything's been scanned and beeped, you know?
Yeah.
So we're so fucked up. I thought she said, I'm going to go get your change. Turns out she was going to call the cops, but everything was beeped. So I looked at them and I go, you don't want change, right? Let's get the fuck out of here. And he's like, yeah, change. We didn't even, it's not even our money. So we.
He's just dumb enough for it to work.
You got Justin to change his laugh on that one, dude. That was great.
Do you need change? No, I don't need change.
Yeah, keep the change.
I didn't know we were getting change.
Keep the change, you filthy animal. It worked. So we leave, and so we're in the truck. I'm like about to start the truck, and I look over, and my buddy's in the rascal, and he's going, start the truck, dude. And he's just, and there's people chasing him, and he's just, got it pinned, and I have, start the truck, and he hops in.
You guys are the worst robbers
Dude,
ever.
we just haul ass. We get out of there.
We have a major issue, and it's getting worse with these new modifications, with everything being 10, 20 times, 100 times stronger than the previous version, and all this extra stuff that's eating people alive, man. And I want to send a special shout out to all my people in the hood that's trying to fight back against all this stuff. The people that's out there trying to help the people, like my man USA Fox Voice earlier from in the video. He walking around with Narcan. trying to make sure if it's anybody out there that needs some help, is somebody that's readily available. Shouts out to all my people that's out there that's pushing back against this. But I'm gonna need you to be careful, because there's a lot of people that live in these neighborhoods that have had enough and they want their neighborhoods back.
Look at this shit. This is what niggas gotta go through. This is what niggas gotta go through. Niggas getting the nigga looking stupid in the face. Y'all niggas got this shit looking crazy. Niggas smack the shit out y'all niggas. Niggas should smack the shit out y'all niggas. Y'all better get this shit together. I'm telling y'all. Y'all better get this shit together. There's kids coming out here. Y'all niggas doing this shit early in the morning. Early in the morning. And you sitting there. Y'all niggas is bugging the fuck out. Looking stupid. Looking stupid. Looking stupid. Look at this shit. Y'all niggas is crazy. I know y'all just came over. Y'all bugging the fuck out. That's what y'all doing. I don't give a fuck where y'all just came from. Y'all niggas bugging. Clean this shit the fuck up. That's what y'all need. Y'all need to clean this shit the fuck up. Y'all better clean this shit. When I come back, this shit better be clean. I'm telling y'all. I'm gonna come tear this shit up. Clean this shit up. Y'all niggas bugging. New York, y'all better stand the fuck up. These are y'all motherfucking cities. And these niggas got this shit looking crazy. Niggas is smoking on the fucking train. Got all over the floor. Like, what the fuck, man? I'm sick and tired of this shit. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Pretty soon, it's gonna get... And somebody's... Because there's a lot of stupid shit going on that we just allow. The police stand there, don't do their job. And these kids going to school, they gotta smell that shit. Then y'all wonder why the kids is bugging the fuck out? Y'all gotta get this shit the fuck together, man.
Salute to all my community activists and just my concerned citizens out there that's just done had enough and tired of seeing this type stuff. But we got a chance to hear a couple people's stories, how they ended up in that situation. Like I said, this is my third time trying to get y'all this video, so it's a whole bunch of pieces. This thing has been pieced back together 3 times now, so it's basically a Dr. Frankenstein. So if you made it to this point of the video, I really appreciate it on this one, because like I said, it seemed like YouTube did not want y'all to see these people for some reason. So I felt it was my job to kind of make sure that I gave you at least something out of it. Like I said, I'll try to get the original Zombieland up as a members only, but I want to make sure that I don't get no reused content or any type. Make sure that I don't violate nothing. YouTube is a little funny like that. So once again, man, we done reached the end of another journey. So this video right here gonna end like all the other videos. Hit me up in the comment section and let me know how you feel about everything you have just witnessed.
Tell me how you felt about what just happened there.
And if you made it to this point in the video, you are my MVP.
It was a stone groove, my man.
I'm out of here.
Number 1, I moved my d into my spare bedroom to get a discount, mainly on, and it blew up in my face because he ended up punching me in the face and helping steal my car. Number 2, after he left, I moved a hooker named Old Girl into my spare bedroom, not for myself, but to watch the place while I was gone. I'd lost too many keys and thought I was going to be evicted from my landlord, which I was eventually. But yeah, I let her watch my place in exchange for doing tricks in the spare bedroom. Also terrible idea. I ended up having a bunch of my stuff stolen while I was gone, as you can imagine. And number 3, I tried to get married while I was technically still married. I was going through a divorce, met this au pair or foreign nanny, fell in love super fast, which happens with mania sometimes, flew to Mexico, asked her mom's permission in my broken Spanish to marry her. She said yes, so came back to the US, went ring shopping. All the while, I'm trying to get my divorce finalized, filing in the wrong county, doing a bunch of dumb stuff. But yeah, then I was hit with a major depressive episode, ended up in a mental hospital, and she ended up back in Mexico. That's the story.